we had completed, and I will just
This
tell
call
you.
is now being recorded.
I will just tell you in short what have we learned till paragraph 11. Then we'll continue reading from there because almost more than half of the lesson is over. So in this lesson, the narrator is Jerome K. Jerome. As you know, the name of the narrator, Mr. Jerome K. Jerome. Remember the name or forgot? So the narrator Jerome K. Jerome with his two friends, George and Harris, they were packing they were packing things for their trip. The author was proud of his packing skills. The author, Jerome K. Jerome, he was very proud of his skills because he thought that he is the best and he knows how to do packing, and no one can do packing like him. He asked his friends, George and Harris, to leave the entire job of packing upon him. He said to his friends that leave the job of packing up on me because I will do the packing for all the three of us, which he did not mean literally. Means actually he did not mean that he wants to do the packing. He wanted to boss the job. He wanted to teach this both how to do the packing. And so he said that let me do the packing. He expected that his friends would tell him that we will do the packing, but his friends just sat ideally on the chair and on the sofa doing nothing. His friends took offer literally his friends thought that he wants to do the packing and he wants to make us free. So they left the entire packing on him and they settled themselves comfortably on the armchair and on the sofa. As you can see, in the picture, they were sitting comfortably on the armchair and on the sofa doing nothing. The narrator was very irritated as he could not stand other people doing nothing while he is working. So, according to the narrator, if other people are just sitting and he has to do the work alone, he was very irritated. However, he did not utter a word and he completed the packing, which took longer than he thought. So, according to the narrator, he was able to do the packing very quickly, but he took a very long time for this packing, and the friends were just sitting ideally, as you can see. The moment he strapped the bag, as soon as the narrator strapped the bag, means he zipped the bag, he closed the bag. At that time, what happened? Harris said something. What did Harris say when the narrator first time stripped the bag? What did he say? Harris said that my boots were yet to be packed. Harris said that you have not packed my boots, so open it again. Then Jerome, the narrator, Jerome K. Jerome, he was very annoyed. He was angry with Harris as he didn't open his mouth when the bag was being packed. Now, when the bag is strapped, when it is closed, at that time he is saying that now my boots are also left to be packed. Then something happened. Then a horrifying thought occurred to the writer, to the narrator. He wondered if he had packed his toothbrush. So first he packed the boots. Then the narrator thought that, oh, I forgot to pack my toothbrush. Then again he unpacked all the things. मतलब सब निकाला बाहर. In a careless way, very quickly he threw out all the things to find his brush. कि brush उसने पैक किया या नहीं अंदर. He spotted George and Harris's brush many times, but he did not find his. So when Jerome was searching for his toothbrush, he got the toothbrush of George and Harris, but he was unable to find his own toothbrush in the bag. So he started repacking while shaking everything before putting in, and he found his brush from inside a boot. तो वो सब एक के बाद एक अंदर रख रहा था, सब ऐसे शेक करके चेक कर रहा था कि उसका ब्रश कहाँ पे है. And finally, when he find the brush, it was inside the boot.
Boot.
As soon as he repacked the bag, फिर उसने second time bag repack किया. Once again, now George said, "Did you put the soap inside?" Now again he was angry. ये second time repack किया तब उसको याद नहीं है. Again he's asking that soap रखा या नहीं. So Jerome was least bothered about it, and he shut the bag and stabbed it only to find that he had accidentally packed his spectacles inside. So when George said that have you put the soap, so Jerome ignored that. So Prakhayani, I don't care. So with very great anger, he closed the bag and then he remembered, oh, my spectacles are there inside. Spectacles I cannot put inside. I have to wear it all the time. So गलती से spectacles भी रख दिए थे उसने. So again he will open. Are you understanding, all of you? Are you all able to understand?
Yes.
Okay. So just tell me so that I can speak further. Finally, he reopened it. So उसने third time open किया and took them out and shut the bag again at 10:05 for the last time. So third time he repacked and last time this was at 10:05 p.m. he packed the bag. Now Harris and George took over the remaining work of packing up the hampers. So Harris and George said, now remaining work we will do. अब क्या काम बाकी था पैकिंग का? What was to be packed now? Bag was packed. So what was left? Hampers.
Food.
Hamper. The baskets in which we put all the food stuffs and all that things. So Harris and George ने क्या बोला? That no, now you have packed the bag. Now hampers we will pack. Then begin the work in a light. They begin the work in a light-hearted spirit. So George and Harris very lazily, very light-heartedly, बहुत slowly उन लोगों ने काम चालू किया है packing of hampers. They wanted to show Jerome that packing is very easy. We can do it very easily. So they started in a very light-hearted spirit, very lazily, slowly. According to Jerome, Harris was the worst packer in the world. Who was the worst packer? Question answers में आएगा ये.
Harris.
Yes, according to Jerome. Not really, but according to Jerome, he was the worst packer. So he will surely do some mistakes while packing the hampers, while packing the foodstuffs. There were piles of plates. क्या क्या चीजें थी? Piles of plates, cups, kitli, bottle, jar, pie, stove, cake, tomatoes. All these things were there to be packed. All these things are foodstuffs, included in foodstuffs. So that they had to pack in what? In what thing? Hampers. You should answer quickly. Now, first of all, what did they break? First mistake क्या की उन लोगों ने? What did they break? First
Cup.
thing, yes. First they both broke the cup, and next what did Harris do? Harris put the strawberry jam on the tomato. Harris ने वो जो strawberry jam है पूरा वो tomato पे रख दिया. So tomatoes were squashed, crush हो गए. The next moment George stepped on the butter. फिर George ने butter पे पैर रख दिया. See, George stepped on the butter. Can you see? A circus of mismanagement and confusion took over the place. So circus जैसा हो गया. How? We laugh in circus. So see, narrator is sitting over here. Jerome, the writer, he is sitting and he is looking at this George and Harris. The hampers also they are not able to pack. और उस पे step कर दिया उसने butter पे. Who is this? George. Narrator was just looking at him. So there was a circus. Mismanagement था, confusion था, everything like a circus was there. Now George tried to put the butter in the kitli once he got it off the slipper. So George ने slipper से butter निकाला, then he wanted to put it in the kitli. This kind of butter, see, they will use it again. So he got up from the slipper and he wanted to put it in the kitli. The butter would not go in and nothing would come out. So इस type का butter हम डाल सकते हैं अंदर. Now can we put it in the kitli in this form? It is all crushed.
No.
No. And you cannot take it out, you cannot put it inside, nothing. They scrapped it. उन लोगों ने so how will you remove from the slipper? Scrap करके निकालेंगे, scrap करके. In Gujarati language they उखाड़વું, that is scrap. So they scrapped it out and George put it on the chair. George put this on the chair, and Harris sat on the chair, and it stuck him. George put this butter on the chair, and who sat on the chair?
Harris.
And where did the butter stuck him?
On the back.
Yes, stuck means stick, चिपक गया पीछे. Because Harris did not know that he is sitting on the butter. He did not know that George had put this butter which he removed from the slippers on the chair. So they searched around the room in the wonderment. They were all searching for the butter. Where is butter? Where is butter? But actually butter was stuck on the back of Harris. हाँ तो किसी ने देखा ही नहीं. Then finally what happened? फिर क्या हुआ last में? Means after they were searching, what happened at the end? What happened then? Finally, who found the butter?
George.
Yes. George found it that it is stuck at the back of Harris. And still they packed it inside the teapot. फिर भी उन लोगों ने निकाला पीछे से और teapot में रख दिया butter. Meanwhile, Montmorency, their pet dog, got into the hamper. So now who comes into the scene? The fourth character. What is the fourth character of the story?
Dog.
What is his name? It is very difficult. So please tell me what is the pronunciation? Question answers are there on this dog also. What is his name? Montmorency.
Montmorency.
So Montmorency was their pet dog. He got into the hamper. वो hamper में अंदर चला गया. See, the food stuff which is packed. And he put his leg into the jam. और jam था अंदर jam. Jam का जार था. उसमें पैर रख दिया उसने. He put the leg into the jam. He also disturbed the arrangement of the spoons inside. So all the spoons were arranged inside. वो सब उसने arrangement बिगाड़ दिया. And he spoiled 3 lemons. Lemons means?
Limbo.
Yes. So 3 lemons were there. वो भी उसने बिगाड़ दिया Montmorency ने. Thinking that they were rats. So Montmorency thought that these small lemons are a rat. उसको लगा वो rat है. So he spoiled them. बिगाड़ दिया उसने. And he had to destroy them before Harris could sway him away with the frying pan. So Montmorency was afraid. See, Harris is there standing. What is he having in his hand? Pan. पता है ना pan which is used in kitchen. Frying pan. इसमें fry करते हैं हम food. So Harris wanted to beat Montmorency for this mischief. So Montmorency was a mischievous dog. He wanted to destroy all the lemons, all the 3 lemons, because Montmorency thought that the lemons are rats. So before Harris could sway him away, before Harris could make him run away, he wanted to destroy all the lemons. Harris blamed Jerome for menace caused by the dog. So Harris ने किस पे blame किया? ये dog ने ये सब किया. So whom did Harris blame? Harris blamed on the narrator. Why? Why did he blame Jerome? Why do you think that Harris blamed Jerome for this dog's mischiefs? Very easy it is. क्यों blame किया होगा उसने? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Sir, please repeat question.
What?
Repeat question.
Why did Harris blame the narrator, Jerome K. Jerome, for this Montmorency's mischiefs. Okay, that we will read and you will come to know. Just understand the story. Harris blamed Jerome for all this nuisance created by the dog, pet dog. The packing was over at last. At what time? Do you know at what time the packing got over? 12:50 a.m. The packing got over, and all were ready to sleep. They went upstairs. They tossed into the bed. They went upstairs and 1 minute. They all wanted to sleep now. It was 12:50 midnight, and they all went upstairs for sleeping into their bed. Harris and Jerome were to sleep together. So who was going to sleep together? Harris and Jerome. They were going to sleep together in one room. George asked when he should wake them up in the morning. So George said that I will wake up early. So at what time should I wake both of you? At what time should I wake you up? He asked Harris and Aaron because George would get up early in the morning. So Harry said 7. Harry said that wake us at 7 o'clock in the morning. But Jerome said that no, wake us at 6 o'clock in the morning, not at 7 o'clock. Who said? Who said wake us up at 6 o'clock? Can you all hear me?
Jarang.
Jerome said that wake us up at 6 o'clock, not 7. While they settled their opinion for waking up at 6:30, फिर दोनों का बीच का रास्ता निकाला. Both of them were arguing. So finally they said that wake us up at 6:30. Finally दोनों के बीच का figure निकाला that you will wake us up at 6:30. George fell asleep. Now George went to sleep. They placed a bath where where he could tumble into when he got out from his bed in the morning, and both of them went to sleep. Now they both went to sleep at last, and they placed the bath.
हेलो सर.
Hello.
हेलो सर. आवाज.
They could
हाँ,
directly wake up and take a bath. Yes?
Hello.
Yes. What?
Your voice has not come.
Till here, did you understand?
Yes.
So from 12 we have to read. Actually, I explained the whole story, but the paragraph which are left for reading, we will complete the reading also. From 12, who will read?
Can I?
Yes, read it.
Montmorency was in it all, of course. Montmorency's ambition in life is to get in the way and be sworn at. If he can swim, swim in anywhere where he particularly is not wanted, and be a perfect nuisance and make people mad and have things thrown at his head, then he feels his day has not been wasted. To get somebody to stumble over him and curse him steadily for an hour in his highest aim and ob- object, and when he has succeeded in accomplishing this, his concept becomes quite unbearable.
Yes, continue.
He came and sat down on things just when they were wanted to be packed, and he labored under the fixed belief that whenever Harris or George reached out their hand for anything, it was his cold, damp nose that they wanted. He put his leg into the jam and he worried the teaspoons and he pretended that the lemons were rats and got into the hamper and killed three of them before Harris could land him with the frying pan. Harry said, I encouraged him. I didn't encourage him. A dog like that doesn't want any encouragement. It's the natural, original thing that is born in him that makes him do things like that. The packing was done at 12:50 and and Harry sat on the big hamper and said he hoped nothing would be found broken. George said that if anything was broken, it was broken, which reflection seemed to comfort him. He also said he was ready for bed. He, we were all ready for bed. Harris was to sleep with us that night, and we went upstairs. We tossed for beds, and Harris had to sleep with me. He said, do you prefer the inside or outside? I said I generally prefer to sleep inside the bed. Harry said it was old. George said, what time shall I wake you fellows? Harry said 7. I said no, 6 because I wanted to write something, some letters. Harris and I Harris and I had a bit of a row over it, but at last split the difference and said half past 6. Wake us at 6:30. George, we said. George made no answer, and we found on going over that he had been asleep for some time. So we placed the bath very good, tumbled into on getting out in the morning, and went to bed ourselves.
Okay. So I had told you the whole story, but still, Montmorency, see paragraph number 12. Jerome's pet dog was Montmorency. He did all the mischiefs, and what was his aim? His aim was to disturb everyone and scold, and he was always scolded from he always got scoldings from everyone because he was very mischievous dog. So Jerome says that Montmorency was able to twist into the place and create the nuisance by angering the people. He always made the people angry, and always the people throw the things at him, and then he feels bad. But he does such mischiefs. Then what could anyone do? Then Montmorency's aim. What was Montmorency's aim in the life? To get people trip over him and scold him. That was his aim. That people should beat me. People should throw the things at me. They should scold me. By doing this, he felt that he had fulfilled his aim, and he would be proud of himself. When he troubled the people, he thought that his aim was fulfilled and he was proud of himself. Then Montmorency sat on the things which were to be packed. He came and sat on the things which were to be put in the bag. He thought that George and Harris reached out for the things to be packed. They were reaching out for his cold wet nose and would bring it forward for them. So he stepped into the jam bottle. Montmorency stepped in the jam bottle. He shook the teaspoons. सब teaspoons उसने shake कर दी, हिला दी सब. He acted as if the lemons were rats. As I said, he thought that lemons are rats. And he stepped into the hamper. वो hamper में उसने पाँव रखा अपना. And to kill these rats, he wanted to kill these rats. He was stopped by Harris, who hit him with a frying pan. So Harris was standing there with a frying pan, and he hit him. He hit the dog. So Harris said that according to Harris, the author Jerome K. Jerome, he encouraged the dog. वो dog को support करता था mischiefs में. I didn't encourage him, but author said no, I did never encourage him. A dog like this does not need any encouragement. He said that it is inbuilt in him. ये उसमें inbuilt है mischiefs. उसको कोई encouragement की जरूरत नहीं है. No one has to encourage him because he is born with these mischiefs inside him. It is natural. As I said that it is natural inside him. The dog, like Montmorency, is naturally mischievous. No one needs no one needs to give him any encouragement. वो पहले से mischievous है. Like some of you, right? Or not? Or have you all become less mischievous in this period of lockdown? Your voices have changed. Yes or no? Have your mischiefs gone away with the time?
Yes, sir. Now we are matured.
I think so. Because ninth standard is the turning point of your life where your hormones change and you become mature. And in science also, you might have learned something like this.
Yes, sir.
And your voice also says so. Anyway, I can also feel it. So, Montmorency was naturally mischievous. No one could encourage him. So, Harris was blaming author Jerome, but actually he was wrong, he said. And he was born like that only. It was inbuilt. Then packing got over at 12:50. They packed the hampers. The bag was also packed. Harris sat on it. Harris बैठ गया उस पे. And he said that hopefully nothing would break in it. And Harry sat on that and he said that अब कुछ नहीं टूटेगा. Thank God. George was indifferent. He said that if something broke, it would not matter. George said that even if it breaks, doesn't matter. I don't care. Even if something breaks inside this hamper, I don't mind. As they were ready for bed, they went upstairs. So all these three, they went upstairs because packing was over. 12:50 it was. Then tossed. We tossed for beds. See, tossed means toss नहीं किया. Not king. Not this king and cross. Means to throw away something somewhere, that is tossed. So as they settled in their bed, Harris asked Jerome that what time should I wake you up? Jerome said that, Harris asked Jerome that would you like to sleep inside or outside of the bed? Jerome said that I want to sleep inside of the bed. So Harris thought it is very strange because people like to sleep outside mostly, not inside. So George asked that what time should I wake you both guys? At what time should I wake you up? Because George was sleeping in a different room. So Harry said that wake up at 7, but Jerome said no, wake us at 6. Then they both were arguing. A bit of raw means argument was there between them. And Harris and Jerome were discussing, and finally they concluded that 6:30, 6 bhi nahi, 7 bhi nahi, in between. So it was split the difference. See the meaning? Split the difference मतलब दोनों के बीच का रास्ता निकाला 6:30. Then George did not respond. जॉर्ज तब तक सो भी गया था. जब तक उन लोगों ने डिसाइड किया 6:30, तब तक जॉर्ज जाके सो भी गया था. And Harris and George made mischief by placing the bathtub next to George's bed. Harris और George अभी जाग रहे थे. What did they do? उन लोगों ने bathtub रख दिया बेड के पास. Near whose bed? Near whose bed? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Are you constantly listening to me, or in between you are not?
the network gone. So I left.
What about others? I asked that
Sir, your voice is ring between. I mean, like,
Harris and George did mischief. Sorry, as I said, George was sleeping. George went to sleep. Harris and Jerome, Harris and the author, they both did a mischief. उन लोगों ने जॉर्ज के बेड के पास बाथ टब रख दिया. So whenever he gets up, he falls into the bathtub. He would take the bath as soon as he gets up. Understood? Understood what I said in the last paragraph?
Yes, sir.
Sure, last paragraph समझ में आ गया?
Yes.
Okay. The writer's name you have to remember, Jerome K. Jerome. It is asked. It is extract from Three Men in a Boat. मतलब ये lesson ये story में से लिया है. Three Men in a Boat. Meanings are given like this. Split the difference means when two people are arguing, you take out a mid solution. बीच में से रास्ता निकाला. That is split the difference. When two of you are arguing, your friends, you can split the difference between them. So any doubt?
no.
Okay. So see all of you. 1 to 9 question answers are there. Yes, John. Anything?
No, sir.
Okay. So 1 to 9 question answers you have to write. See, I'm just showing you. It is there in the PDF also which I have sent. Page number 89 in the textbook. 1 to 9 question answer. ठीक है? These are all 2 marks. 1 to 9. फिर number 10 में ही लिखना है. Directly come to question number 2. Main question number 2. This one. And in question number 3 you will write 1 and 3. 2 नहीं लिखना है. Is that clear? Take screenshot which one you have to write from camp. Or even if you have full marks, you can write from full marks. But if you have camp, it is good. Full marks also I will allow. Question answers are given good way in them.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you repeat it? Your voice got lagged.
I said the question answers you can write from the camp if you have, or full marks if you have, you can write from that also. Here 1 to 9 you have to
Acha,
write.
okay.
Question number 1, 30 to 40 words 1 to 9. And big question answers, long question answers are there which I have marked over here. Question number 2, in question number 3, 1 and 3. This much. Send it if possible to the follow-up teacher, or if you please do it, because after exam this is the first lesson. And the previous lessons are also to be completed, because in 9th standard at the end all the lessons will come except for some lessons. Not the whole book this time, but still all the lessons which we have learned will come. Complete the lesson in the book. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.